We dared to dream big. And for every big idea, we asked ourselves, why not here? Why not now? Why not Boise State University? At what point does we should become we will? When does we could become we can? In the case of Boise State, the bold quest to realize the promises of tomorrow began 7 years ago. More than 23,000 donors have embraced destination distinction. And while critics called the challenge unrealistic, especially with the prevailing economic climate, they underestimated the ability of a university whose reach goes beyond geographic to the places within our hearts where anything is possible. The majority of contributions are from individuals and businesses in Idaho, and more than $2 million was donated by Boise State employees. With their gifts, they have become a part of the journey that leads to places where dreams dare to go.
It's really exciting to have these new buildings like the Sticko and the nursing building and also the business school. They're a block piece of what the university is trying to develop to meet the community needs.
Our university has a top 25 rating in football now. When you have this type of team, you need to have the facility to support it. In recruiting, the indoor facility helps in their decisions to come to the university here.
The needs of the world have changed over time, and having a new business building and have a new facility, I think allows the university to offer the kinds of programs and the kind of environment that will be so successful to the students as they move into the future.
With the help of Micron and dedicated donors like you, we now have a state-of-the-art building to attract and educate future Broncos. And for that, I'd like to say thank you.
America's relationship with Boise State began as a curiosity enticed by the appearance of a blue field. That now iconic turf has become what is arguably the greatest mark of distinction in college football. Your commitment to destination distinction is helping the school maintain a competitive edge, not just in sports, but in all things beyond the blue. The new doctoral and master's programs and research centers, along with exciting partnerships with community organizations and businesses, have created a value and vibrancy that ignites ideas and feeds the fires of innovation.
A lot of faculty are looking at emerging techniques, and the simulation lab is one of those areas where they can teach in a different way, but they can also research how students are learning in those areas.
We've both been involved in the medical field for a long time, and we thought this was one way to help contribute and entice students to enter the field and pursue their dreams, hopefully, in nursing.
These high-tech mannequins are amazing. They have pulses, they have breath sounds, everything that you don't get until you get into the clinical setting, they can practice on before they ever get to the bedside.
The music department began a program which is to become an all-Steinway school. We started this initiative to really change the nature of what we had for practice instruments and teaching instruments, and it is transforming the music department.
When universities have research and they bring in funding, that makes resources available at the university. And so what Boise State has been doing is trying to obtain that funding to get the PhD program started, to bring in the faculty, to support the students while they're working on their PhD, and to provide the facilities needed to do that research.
The Idaho Bird Observatory is a real asset to the valley, to the whole state for that matter. When the kids are holding little songbirds, you know, I'm telling you, it's just like they're looking in a candy store or something. I really believe that kids that are introduced to nature like this get off to a much better start than if they're ignored and they do whatever comes along.
Boise State's Best Studies Center is an interdisciplinary effort right from the very beginning. It builds upon a historical relationship between two parts of the world. There's a history of exchange between these two areas for well over 100 years. And what Boise State, I think, is doing is helping stitch that together and really reinvigorate that. And so that's a pretty unique thing, and that, I think, is another thing that sets Boise State University apart.
If you were to choose a single word that describes Boise State and its supporters, you would not be alone if the word that came to mind was heart. And there's no doubt that the heart of this school is its people. From a faculty that includes award-winning teachers and top researchers, to the best and brightest students that are drawn here, to the individuals and businesses that have made our mission theirs, Boise State continues to grow in numbers and distinction. This could only be accomplished thanks to your extraordinary generosity in providing the scholarships, assistantships, graduate fellowships, and other avenues that help our students break free from the burden of growing education costs. Because of you, we have stepped from the realm of what is to what can be.
To have a scholarship for me, both athletic and educational, I guess it's just all the work that you've put in over all the years since you've been a tiny little kid.
Since I was able to get a scholarship, it allowed me to go to school. And that's one of the reasons why I've contributed back to endowed scholarships over the years, because it is the gift that keeps giving.
I'm from Mexico City. I applied for the GEM scholarship, which has been a great blessing and a great opportunity for me to study here.
All the sacrifices that you've made, all the commitments you've made, eventually it kind of just pays off. You get the education, which is the most important part, and you also get to continue doing the sport that you love.
It has helped me to open my eyes for more things, learning even about myself.
Well, my injury 2 years ago, I fractured my C5. The doctors told me to never go back to gymnastics. I made up my mind that I was coming back.
I had the opportunity to get the Hero Award. It has been because of the work that I've been trying to do at Boise State to help students in general, but more so students from minority groups.
I came back to win the WAC Gymnast of the Year award this year.
I mean, I just can't tell you how proud I am of what the university's been able to accomplish in really stepping up the level that the university can provide for both the community and the state.
This is no ordinary university. It is a place of discovery and innovation where students, faculty, and administrators hear the call to be extraordinary. Where ideas are wrestled, perceptions are challenged, and minds are given the freedom to grow. You have joined us on this journey to distinction. Your support has been nothing short of inspiring, and Boise State University can't thank you enough. We did it. We did it here. We did it now. We did it for Boise State University.